But I mean, they do try to do a pretty good job of teaching new people how all this stuff works, like emotes, which probably emotes are more important again for the controller. There are achievements, obviously, based on various things. I don't know if you get anything for the achievements other than, hey, you did this thing. Like, I don't know if it unlocks anything such as titles. I would hope so by this point, since it's, again, 2013, but I'm not sure. I honestly haven't looked into it. I don't think they actually enabled achievements until recently. Come on. Oh, this is where I have to pick one. I always pick the healing potion. Let's hit level 3. Okie dokie. So we've started to get 3 of our 5 quests are now to murder things, which is good. So if you need to know where a quest giver is, you can click on the description of the text and it'll open it up in the map. Now this is where it gets a little shady. Trying to find where you need to go. So this is in Limsa Lominsa Lower Decks. And where is this? This is also in Limsa Lominsa Lower Decks. Limsa Lominsa, that's a terrible name for a city, by the way. Lower Decks. Alright, so it's going to be over to the left here. We can find some stairs down. And head down to Limsa Lominsa. And hopefully very soon we can... wait, was this it? No, over here. Usually there are multiple stairs to get between these various levels in Limsa Lominsa. Just FYI, it's not like you have to run all the way across to find them. So they're pretty decent about putting stairs about. And despite my complaining about the slowness, I am very interested, pretty hyped about this. I've been pretty psyched for this for a while. I've been wanting this to come out. I think I apparently did not buy Final Fantasy XIV when it came out. I must have played the beta because I definitely played it. And it just didn't do it for me. And apparently it didn't do it for most people because the game bombed really bad. To the point they had to remake the damn thing. But this game is a great highlight to Square Enix's gross what do you say here? Their ego, their pomp. I don't know. I can't think of the word now. But basically, they were like, no, we're Square Enix. God damn it, we know what we're doing. We made Final Fantasy, bitches. You don't know what you want. And they made this MMO thinking, oh, we'll just ignore all of the feedback. Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that noise? Anyway, so they were like, well, you know, fuck your feedback. We know what we're doing, you idiots. Keep your mouths shut. Know your role. And the game came out and completely bombed. And they were like, we don't understand. This was the same time that Final Fantasy 13 came out, I think. 13? And I guess we're just using this. Oh, this is the quest to teach you how to use object on item. Which, again, I'm totally fine with them having things like this because, you know, for new players, like people who are brand new to MMOs, which, believe it or not, there are some people out there who've never played an MMO. So I think it's fine. But it's, again, just a bit tedious for everyone else. I wish there was a way to say, look, I've played MMOs before. Just start me at level 3 and let me start killing things. But basically, you just right-click the item. It opens your key items, which, thankfully, and more MMOs and more RPGs in general need to do this. But they have a separate inventory for quest items. Holy shit. Has WoW still not figured this out? I still see MMOs coming out that don't have separate inventory for quest items. I'm like, Jesus Christ, come on. Really? Come on, guys. This is bullshit. I want my quest items to go in a completely different bag. Even EverQuest 2 got this right at release. Why can't anybody else figure this out? Slowly, more people are going, hey, limited inventory space suck balls. And it sucks even more balls when you've got 5 quests that are taking up a bunch of space. One nice thing about this game, one other nice thing about this game, is you start off with a lot of inventory. Like, let me just show you very briefly here. This is my initial inventory. All these four slots. So 100 spots. Now you will, and the other nice thing about that is not only do they give you a lot of space by default, but as you can imagine, if you're running around with multiple classes, ah, damn it, it's below me. As you can imagine, when you run around multiple classes, you're going to have a lot of armor, a lot of weapons. So you're thinking, oh shit, well that's what's going to take my space up. Well, you actually have an armory tab. Well, that's not key items. Maybe I don't think I actually have it yet. Do I? Control I? There we go, the armory chest. So for every slot, like weapon, hat, whatever, you have all these inventory slots. So you can have lots of different armor to carry. You have lots of room to carry all that armor around. So I really love that because I hate limited inventory. Like I don't think, it should be clear, I don't think you should just have unlimited inventory. But having to fight bag space early on is incredibly frustrating. Especially early on when you don't have the resources to get more bag space. WoW was horrible about that. WoW was really bad about that at the beginning. And now it doesn't really matter because everybody's got tons of money. And oh, I guess that door doesn't open. But everybody has tons of money. And they'll just buy bags or make it on their alts. But yes, we are slowly getting around. We just have to find one more lamp. I bet I ran past one that was inside. Yep, I did. There it is. But one thing they absolutely nailed was the inventory space. The only way it could have been better would be to have a separate bag for harvesting stuff. Oh, god damn it, it's down there. Well, how the... See, this is why I hate invisible walls, because I just want to jump down there and take the fall damage. But no, I have to find the path to get down there. It has to be over here, right? But yeah, inventory space. Wow, god damn it, how did I miss this? Wait, didn't I do this? Whatever. Anyway, yes, inventory space is not a problem immediately. And I say immediately because I actually did eventually run out of space. But that was more because... god damn it. Which, I guess that makes sense that it's down here. The quest turn is down here. But as with any game, you're going to run out of space, especially because the more space they give you, the more you're like, oh, well, I don't need to micromanage, so I'll just keep all this shit that I don't need. So you end up in the same boat anyway. But give me a reasonable amount of space so that I'm not spending a high amount of time fiddling with my junk. I'll do that offline. Heyo. Okie dokie. Quest complete. I need slices of fresh lamb from lost lambs. Okay, so all of our quests now are kill quests. Hooray. Hooray. So I'm going to actually grab a drink, and I will be right back. Okay, folks, we're back. Actually, we had a pretty long break there because the servers went down. See, now here's one thing I don't like. When you're porting somewhere, I can port to one of the gates. Well, it doesn't tell you where that gate goes. It just is the name of the gate. Put this. Middle Lenosia or whatever it is. Oops. Sorry, the recording cut for a second, but don't give me the name of the damn gate. Tell me where it goes. Because I'm not going to remember that. Because my memory is balls. So, we can see that enemies we need to kill for quests are marked. And now that we're actually getting into the game, let's look at our two whole abilities. We have Heavy Swing, which is obviously weapon skill, delivers an instant attack with potency of 150. Potency, in a nutshell, is your attack damage. Let's see. Recast 2.5 seconds at a TP cost of 70. And we also have Foresight, increased defense by 20%. So, not very useful, or not very needed. At this level. It's 120 second recast, which is a bit weird. 2 minutes. How long does it last then? Oh, for 20 seconds. Okay. Good to know, though. And it's good that we grabbed those quests because these Wharf Rats are actually good for 2 quests. Let's go ahead and kill these Momos. Attack animations I found are good. I like them. However, one issue I have is early on, even not considering the incredibly boring intro quests, the game is very, very slow to start with. You don't have many abilities, which I realize that's pretty par for the course for a lot of MMOs, but I don't know. Early on, it just seems like it takes a while to get really interesting abilities. And you're pretty much just going to be spamming 1 to 2 buttons for a few levels. So the game does start off very, very slow. And hopefully that's something that they take a look at. Well, it's probably too late for that. Lost lamb. Wow, that's a bizarre looking lamb that we now have to slaughter. Very weird. We'll use our defensive ability just for the hell of it. Again, I do plan on eventually taking the job of warrior, which is a 2-hand weapon tank. Just because I read up on the description between the warrior and the paladin being the other tank job. And the warrior sounded more interesting. I've typically done the whole sword and board thing, and it would be nice to try something a little different. Warriors are supposed to have better damage output, but they don't absorb damage as well, but they have a lot more hit points, so we'll see. Now you'll also notice I got a combo chain going on. My understanding of how that works is if you're fighting enemies at your level or above, you have a chance to start off a combo chain. And what that does is that you have a window of, I think, 90 seconds, and every enemy that you kill gives more and more XP. So if you look down here, I'm going to try to open this window up a bit. My UI is not set up. I had it set up in beta. But each enemy is giving me slightly more XP. Like, one gave me 30%, the next one gave me 40% extra, the next one gave me 50%. I only have 5 seconds left on that chain, so not even going to bother. Let's take a look at our new skill, Skull Sunder. Delivers an attack with a potency of 100. Additional effect, increased enmity. God damn it, enmity. And enmity is basically hate, their version of hate, because they have to be different. They can't just call it hate. Or everything in this game, like it's like, oh, we must make it something different. They're not guilds, they're companies. It's not hate, it's enmity. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Can we not just use the standard names? No? Alright, fine. So, where is our next quest? Slay the Aurariel. Okay, they are in somewhere else. So, we can actually head on back to the Marauders Guild, and we're going to actually return to save us some time. Turn these quests in. Maybe get some more kill quests as well. But we shall see. I don't know. I was kind of thinking, I don't know how much of this I want to LP. With this game being different, and with my horrible alt-itis, I know damn good and well that I'm going to want to level multiple classes. I want to level multiple trade skills. See, now here's one thing I hate. Again, I want to port to the Marauders Guild, but it's not listed as Marauders Guild. I have to go out, find the Marauders Guild on the map. Looks like it's actually... Oh, we can... Upper decks. Find it. It's the Cooks Guild. Oh, it's not cooks. They're culinarians. Yeah, they're cooks. Just call them fucking cooks. Blacksmith Guild. Where the hell is the... Marauders Guild. Okay, so we found the Marauders Guild. We have to try to find stuff close to it. Okay, it's Coral Tower. Why couldn't you just name the goddamn thing Marauders Guild? Seriously. This is compounded by the fact that A, you're probably going to pick up several classes, so you have to memorize whatever name they give to each guild. And 2, there's 3 different cities. So you have to memorize the names for the 3 different cities. Though, actually, and this is a big pain in the ass as well, Another problem is the trainers are only available in cities, so you can only become a marauder in this city. So if I'm somewhere else and I need to come back and do this quest, I gotta take an airship back, run down here, talk to this guy, do the quest, and then go back to where I was. It's a pretty big pain in the ass. I think you can well, I don't think... I was gonna say I think you could use the Aether system, but I don't think you can. Anyway, let's read this because it is a marauder quest. You are returned to me a different man. Yes, I am a whole 2 levels higher than I was before. Already your face shows a harder cast, a realization of the slaughter of which you are capable. But there is much training to be done before you will wield the axe to its fullest potential. Learn well your lessons, build your strength, and make of each swing an instinctive act. You shall have this hunting log to aid you in that endeavor. Its pages are marked with opponents suitable for honing your skills. There are, of course, a myriad methods by which you might improve your techniques. But when the way forward is not readily apparent, the log provides a reliable source of challenges. Every blow of your weapon will clear another step towards the mastery of the Marauder way. Implacable, relentless, such must be your momentum on both the practice grounds and the battlefield. Okay, next Marauder quest I can get is at level 5, which is a bit annoying. One thing, I'm kind of just bitching at this point, but another issue I have is it's bad about going, oh, your quest is available next level, so now I have to go do other shit, get a level, and then come all the way back and talk to this guy again. Again, just unneeded tedium. And I realize this is a Japanese game, but and I do know they love their needless tedium. Okay, we need to go to the Culinarians Guild, which of course is not labeled as. It's the Bismarck. Or let us rename the Aether points, because somebody who has a memory that shit like me is not going to remember this stuff. I'm going to have to look over and over and over again until I finally remember it. There's your slam, you sick bitch. I hope you want to know the precious look on their face as I slaughtered them. Alright, we want the Disciple of War gloves, because they are better. And, oh, that's right, they go into the... Oh, no, that's key items. I keep thinking that's... Oh, for God's sakes. Where the hell? Oh, Control I will take you to your... No? Shift I? Control I? Yeah. There we go, Control I. Worked that time. Can I wear these yet? No, of course not. That's another problem. Is they're really bad about giving you quests or items that you can't wear yet. It's like, come on, just modify the levels. Be a little bit more lenient on the levels. It's a bit ridiculous, because then I end up forgetting to equip them until later on. Report to Bateron. The Drowning Winch. What's the closest? Aft Castle, maybe? Yeah. I think that's the closest. I've seen a few MMOs with that problem. It's like, cool, you finished this level 4 quest. Here's a level 6 item. It's like, wait, what? It's like, how about you just keep it the same stats and you give it to me now? Here's a crazy idea. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do... I'll record everything I do. Because again, I'm going to probably fiddle with other classes just because I like that aspect. And it'd be kind of pointless to not do it. Come on, there we go. Not who I was supposed to come see, but he's giving me a quest, so I will take it. We get to talk to this guy again. Bateron. I'm kind of skimming through that. Get my eye patch. Everybody gets the eye patch. You can also, if you can't remember Control I, which... Oh, it doesn't matter, because I can't wear it because it's level 5. Ah, for God's sakes. Alright, let's talk. This is a story quest, so... Still in Limsa, are ye? Well, I technically can't leave. Oh, how'd you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stalewin, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew, mostly reformed pirates, if you can believe that, and has been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. He mentioned needing another hand or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions? The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr gates out of the city and follow the road northeast. Okay, the Zephyr gate.